If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, what is the profits cover sins model? Why is it dangerous for your business, and what do you need to know about it? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live for Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Profits in a business are an amazing thing. It's what everybody wants. Like, hey, how can we become more profitable? And sometimes what happens is employees, management teams will do things that you don't know about so that you can have more profits, so that they can look good. And so what happens is in their mind, they're like, well, if we have profits, there's a couple things that we can let slide. If we have profits, there's activities that we could do that nobody knows about. And then it becomes a problem because later on down the road, you're like, where did this rule come from? Why were we doing this action? How come this was going on? And the person on the team goes, well, we were making profit. We were making money. The work was going good. We were hiring the right people. And it becomes an excuse internally. And what you're going to find is when things go bad, they go really bad. When things go wrong, they go really wrong. And if nobody ever tells you what's going on, then it becomes a problem. At one point in my career, I worked with a person that would go around and tell the management team, when the owners are around, this is what you're going to tell them. It wasn't explained this way. It was coerced. It was, this is the way that it's going to work. These are the things that you're going to say. And what ended up happening was it came to a culmination where the owner's like, wait, what? Time out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 things going on in here. And how come it's gone this way? And nobody's ever told us anything. The person who was running everything had set up a system to protect them, to protect their back end, where all these shenanigans were going on and the ownership wasn't being told because everybody's being corralled. Like, this is what you're going to say and this is what you're going to do. It was rehearsed. Everything was rehearsed. There was always meetings before meetings. So if you're a business owner and you're like, hey, what's one thing that I can do to spot this, is really start looking for high level, like the C-level people doing meetings before meetings to really rehearse what's going to be said. Now, on a big project, this makes sense. If you're going to have people come in and it's a sales call, this makes sense. But if it's daily operation and it's a constant grooming, so to speak, of what's going on, then you know you have problems. And here's the thing. If you are looking to sell your business or you want some general consulting and you're planning to sell in the next 2 to 3 years, you want some help with the exit strategies, you should reach out to the Deal Hotline, 888-DEAL-919, 888-DEAL-919, and a member of my team will get back to you. No deal is too big. So profits cover sin model can happen unknowingly. Now, sometimes the profits cover sin model happens knowingly from business owners and entrepreneurs. And the hope and the pray is that they're not going to get caught. But here's the thing. The longer that the problem, the issue, the worry goes on, the bigger the problem becomes. And especially if governmental agencies get involved, they like to drag things out, including court time. And so if you have an attorney and you've got something against a federal agency, you're probably $250,000, $500,000 to fix it, maybe more. If it's a state agency, $100,000 to $250,000. Not a doctor, attorney, marriage counselor, or therapist, but it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, wait a minute. At some point, it'll catch up and it's going to look bad. Worked inside of an organization in a specific industry where the owners just didn't care. And it became about 4 lawsuits at one time. Within a week, there was 4 major lawsuits because they were making money until they weren't. Because the people that got involved with the lawsuits, as soon as they found out that it was 4, it caused a lot of problems. So the leadership comes from the top saying, hey, here is what is acceptable and here's what's not acceptable. Just from the very beginning saying, hey, here's how we operate. Now, it doesn't mean that people aren't going to go rogue. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to go do their own thing. But if you've had the conversation and you said, here's how we operate and here's how we are going to be, then it's pretty black and white. And it allows for you to go back and have a reset button. There's nothing wrong with having this conversation once a quarter. Hey, want to make sure that we're on the right side of things here? that this is the way that we're operating, that this is the way that we built this organization, this company, this marketing team, whatever project you happen to be on. But know that you really can't have this conversation too much about what your ethics and beliefs are. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.